Hello Skele Vaderites and friends of Skele Vader. I have some goodies in this box. It's wave 2 of Super 7's Sesame Street ReAction figures. Let's have a look. Okay everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to watch this review of wave 2 of Super 7's ReAction Sesame Street action figures. There are a bunch of great figures in this group, and but one in particular that I'm really excited about. But let's have a look. So I have them out of the box and I'm going to be opening them up and reviewing them. I'm going to go in order of just how they came in the box, which actually worked out great. First off, I want to show you that we've got Lefty the Salesman. This guy is kind of deep cut. He's fantastic. Definitely a reference to the old school Sesame Street episodes. He's got the number 8 there, which is so cool. And he's fantastic. We're gonna get him open in just a little bit. We also got Guy Smiley, and if you know Guy Smiley, you know Guy Smiley. And he's got his bread here, his talking bread. This is really cool. Another, kind of deep cut. I mean, if you grew up recently and you're a young person watching Sesame Street, you're familiar with Elmo and Oscar the Grouch and Cookie Monster and Big Bird. But some of these other characters don't show up as much anymore, and I'm so glad that Super 7 made this guy too, Guy Smiley. He looks fantastic. We're gonna get him open up in just a little bit too. We've got some really spectacular ones here. Both characters I was really looking forward to. The Cookie Monster. He's got 2 cookies, one with a bite out of it. Oh my goodness, this is so great. He's actually pretty big, a pretty big figure. And we'll compare the sizes between them all in just a little bit. I haven't shown you the back. All the backs are kind of the same. We've got wave 1 that I've already reviewed on this channel. The link to that video is gonna pop up right at the end, so you can just hop on over to that one if you wanna watch that review as well. But Cookie Monster's great, and Oscar the Grouch, and he looks fantastic. His sculpt and paint application is absolutely beautiful. So let's get these guys open. All right, let's start off with Guy Smiley. Usually the plastic bubble just pops right off. These Super 7 card backs, it is unpunched. I am gonna save this, and let's get him out. And his bread. So Guy Smiley was kind of a host, a journalist. He was pretty much everywhere. And he hosted a show, This Is Your Life, for bread, which of course was educational on Sesame Street. So this is the bread from that episode of This Is Your Life, hosted by Guy Smiley. And he looks great. I love his hair, the way his bangs are swept over to the side, his sort of blank stare. One eyebrow is just a little bit above the other one. He's got that big smile, and his suit is fantastic. He's got the normal articulation that all of these Super 7 ReAction figures have. It's the 5 points. He's gonna look great in action figure photos with my other ReAction figures, Masters of the Universe in particular. He'll look great in the background. And now let's get Lefty the Salesman open. And if you're familiar with Lefty, he was sort of a shady salesman, and he would try and sell characters on the show, numbers, words, letters. And here he is trying to sell us on the number 8. This card back's fantastic, of course. I'm gonna save that, and let's get him out. So here is Lefty the Salesman. He looks fantastic as well. Again, same kind of articulation. The trench coat is cut here so that the legs can go like that. Very similar to the Emperor action figures like that had 5 points of articulation and had long flowing cloaks or robes. His hat does not come off. And then here is the number 8. All right. And next up is Cookie Monster. Here is the card back. Looks fantastic. Beautiful illustration, of course, as usual. Good thing the plastic is a little bit malleable. Thank goodness, you don't want to break these cookies. But his key is a solid die, but he's definitely heavier, bigger, bulkier than the others. His legs swivel. His legs swivel like this. Oh, look at those eyeballs. He looks fantastic. Just a happy guy. Let's put the cookies in his hands. He looks great. All right, now for Oscar the Grouch. Let's get him out. The card back art looks fantastic here. It looks beautiful, great illustration. And he comes with his little worm, Smiley. And oh, this always freaks me out. I thought with Bert's pigeon, I thought for sure that'd be something I'd lose. I put it in a Ziploc baggie. Same thing's gonna happen with Smiley here. But he even has little painted eyeballs. Oh, so amazing. All right, so there's Oscar in his trash can, and there's a little thing on the back, a little switch here, a little lever, and you can push him right out of his trash can. But let's get a good look at this face and the paint applications here. Super 7's completely outdone themselves with this Oscar the Grouch. The other ones are fantastic and they look very authentic, but Oscar is really just a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork here. Yeah, he's looking fantastic. For those of you that listen to Cambridge and Washon, the podcast, I was chatting with Mark, the co-host of Cambridge and Washon, and we were debating whether or not Oscar came out and you could see his full body. That would be really amazing to see the full body of Oscar the Grouch. But no, he just pops out of the can. This is very similar to the Fisher-Price Little People version of Oscar the Grouch because he had that ability to pop out of the can as well. This is beautiful. Super 7, you've outdone yourselves. And also, I gotta thank Super 7 for shipping these out so quickly. If you like these particular figures, or if you like the ReAction figures, or if you like what Super 7 produces, I highly encourage you to use my new Super 7 affiliate link if you're gonna do some shopping. What that does is it shows Super 7 that Skele Vader sent you to their store, and that'd be really awesome if you did it. The link is actually right here above me. I pasted it there, but also you can actually click on the link right down below in the information below this video. These Super 7 ReAction Sesame Street figures from Wave 2 are just beautiful. These are fantastic. I'm so excited to add them to the collection. They're great. They're deep cuts and they look fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the ReAction line. It just does something for me. It's because of Star Wars and the 3.75 inch scale, 5 points of articulation. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad these came in so fast. I'm really excited to have them. Here is an image of all of the Sesame Street action figures that have come out from Super 7. They are all beautiful, really incredible, and you can see the scale variations, and but they all look so good next to one another. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to the Patreons of this channel. They are listed right down below this video in the information. Thank you so much. You know who you are. You're amazing. And for those of you watching, thank you for being here. It's amazing that you're here and watching this. I really appreciate every single one of you. Do tell your friends about this channel. Do use the affiliate link if you're going to do some shopping through Super 7. And I'll see you in the next video.